Singapore's food courts are filled with a varied mix of tastes and flavours. With cultural influences from Indonesia, Malaysia, India and China, the food here is a unique fusion of Asian cuisines. Singaporeans are extremely proud of their own culinary heritage, which means that many of the dishes here are distinctly Singaporean and trace their origins to the Straits Chinese migrants who settled here from China in the 19th century. That's changing, though, as a new wave of Chinese arrive to live and work in Singapore.
What you see here is a typical hawker center. So you see all the food are single cuisine, catering to the masses. In the last 5 to 6 years, things have changed. Let's put it this way, about 60-70% of Chinese will come in. The next generation and so forth will not recognize what is traditional hawker food. And this is a disappearing art.
It's not just chefs that are coming to Singapore from China. Many of the island nation's construction workers are from the mainland, and almost a quarter of bus drivers are Chinese. But as well as low-skilled and manual labourers, professionals are also venturing overseas to find work in the city. Wang first came to Singapore to study before returning to China to work in a bank. But he says that he hankered for a return to the city because of the working environment.
The success of Singapore is mainly based on the strictly abiding the rule of the law. I worked for the bank in China for almost 3 to 4 years. My experience, Chinese will always bypass the laws, and but Singaporean, they will just follow rules exactly.
Fang's wife will join him after Chinese New Year, and they plan to settle here.
It is easier for the Chinese to integrate into the local society and to raise up their children here, to build up the family here.
Wang Linlin has just finished studying and is in her first job. While she likes the city, she expects to move back to China after a couple of years.
When I first came to Singapore, I actually wanted to immigrate to Singapore because this is a really good place. The air is clean, the city is nice, people are nice, the salary is good compared to mainland China. But after living 2 years here, I think in the long term I may move back to China or go to another country because this is a quite small place. Regarding to the market, it's limited.
Singapore is already ethnically 70% Chinese, but as China grows in importance to the world economy, so its influence is spreading, and so the need for people who know the country and speak the language, including in Singapore. The island nation recently has become a key offshore centre for the use of the renminbi, the Chinese currency, and its importance as a commodities trading hub has attracted at least 30 mainland Chinese trading companies wanting to trade iron ore.
It's clear that a lot of the RMB use in terms of trade settlement is being increasingly performed out of Singapore. And from that you're seeing the increase in RMB deposits, you're seeing increasing needs around RMB conversion and RMB hedging. It's clear Mandarin's being spoken more and more in deals. And I know next year and the year after, I'm going to have to negotiate documents in Mandarin increasingly. So as Chinese corporates grow here, as Western corporates are engaging with China from here, having a real Mandarin language capability is key.
Singapore is the hub for Southeast Asia, but as has happened before in its history, it is undergoing a subtle but profound change as mainland Chinese move here to seek their fortunes and take jobs like the ones in this hawker stall. When that happens, it has a profound effect on the society that goes way beyond the taste of this food in front of me here in this restaurant. Jeremy Grant, Financial Times, Singapore.